coming to reproduction in Rhizopus. Here the mode of reproduction is vegetative, asexual and sexual mode of reproduction. First coming to the vegetative mode of reproduction. Here it takes place by means of fragmentation when the hyphae cut into several parts. Each part is called as fragment, which is developing into a new independent Rhizopus. Okay? And next coming to the asexual mode of reproduction, it takes place by means of aplanospores or chlamydospores. Aplanospores, these are non-motile. Aplanospores are non-motile and they are produced inside the round black sporangia called sporangium. The sporangia occur singly at the tip of the sporangiophore. Sporangiophores develop from the stolon opposite to the rhizoids. The tip of each sporangiophore swells up into a rounded structure known as sporangium. Inside the sporangium, plenty of cytoplasm migrates along with the food materials and many nuclei. Each mature sporangium consists of two regions, the peripheral multinucleate fertile region and a central dome-shaped structure that is called as columella. The two regions are separated by a septum. The columella remains in continuity with the protoplasm of the sporangiophore. In the fertile region of the sporangium, the cytoplasm along with the nuclei forms a number of small bits. Each bit of cytoplasm secretes a wall around it and it becomes a spore. The spores are multinucleate, non-motile and they are called aplanospores. At maturity, the sporangial wall ruptures and the spores are liberated. The dehisced sporangium shows a dome-shaped columella around the base and the remains of the sporangial wall persists as a collar. The spores are carried by wind and on reaching a suitable substratum, each spore produces a germ tube which gives rise to the mycelium of the Rhizopus.